mean, you've been talking all the time about not focusing on first and not focusing on President's Trophy. Well, tonight, if you win and you get the 2 points you're always focused on, you get those things.
Yeah.
Does getting those things, if you win tonight, you get those things, is that validation at all for the season you had to finish first?
Yeah, I mean, just stopped in practice this morning. These guys talking about the 2 points and how hard they're going to be to collect the 2 points tonight. And all along I've said that if you just focus on the game and you focus on the 2 points, this was maybe 15 games ago and I've been pretty consistent with it. If you just focus on that and trying to do the best you can, you'll check boxes along the way. And so it's, come down to this, the last game of the season. I think everybody in New York knows exactly what's on the line tonight. Certainly the players in the room do. And I guess my point is still trying to focus to make sure that we play the game the right way. They're fast, they're physical, they have talent, they're dangerous offensively. And so it won't be an easy game. We just make sure we're ready to work the game the right way. And if we do that, boxes get checked.
And you could have 5 or 6 days off before your next game.
Yeah, it seems that anyway, right?
Right. So the idea of playing a game that has meaning as opposed to playing just game 82 to end the season, is that significant for you?
Yeah. I mean, I think they've all had some meaning because the guys, the teams, we went through a stretch of teams that were in the upper echelon of the league, and then it seems lately we've gone through a stretch of teams that are battling for a playoff spot and needing the points and needing to be there, and it's led to competitive hockey. Like, I don't think there's been a lot of games where it's been one of those games that just kind of went up and down the ice and it wasn't that competitive. So I think that has kind of set the tone for, hopefully set the tone for a game one where we continue to battle, continue to compete. And that's why I think the game tonight is really important, just to make sure that we do the right things, play the right way, and feel good about the game when we're done. And when you do that, you hope to collect the 2 points, and then the two points will put you in a position to check boxes that you're talking about.
Braden Schneider, how have you seen him grow within this season?
He's he does a lot of good things out there for us, and he skates well. He makes a good first pass. He's hard to play against. He's physical. He can contribute offensively. He's a real good young two-way defenseman, and with opportunity that he's been given this year, he's done really well inside of that. And so I think there's been some growth with regard to that as well.
When you have Philip back on the ice, how good does that feel good for the players and the organization just to see him back out there?
Yeah, I mean he looks good. He's still here with no timetable, no timeline, but he looks good on the ice.
It's very clear the fans love Matt Rempe. Have you seen enough to think he can be effective in a playoff game for you?
I think he is effective. I've been trying to manage the whole lineup and keep everybody on the ice and have everybody playoff ready. His last game was excellent. I know it's limited ice, and I know his role and his responsibility, but they were a positive line. They put the puck behind. He was physical into the offensive zone, and pucks were going at the net. There was no, not the offense from it, but not the result from the offense, but certainly the zone time and the possession time in the offensive zone was really good. I do think that he's played in games that are big, and they're in the big moment. The outdoor game is one, and when you're coming down the stretch and you're playing the top teams in the league, or you're playing teams that have to have those 2 points, they have to go their way. They make the game competitive. I think he's played well. So to answer your question, yeah, I do think he's ready for playoff games.
Do you hear the fans chanting, "We want Rempe"?
Yeah, I might hear him once or twice.
Cheer when he comes over for his first shift.
Yeah, very first shift.
Clearly, it was an important face-off that he won.
Peter, just wanted to ask, with a couple days to maybe look back on it or digest it, the D pairs as a whole, what you saw last game, what did you said you wanted to look at it, so what do you?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought we were good. I mean, again, it's a different look. Minutes get distributed fairly evenly, and you're rolling your 6 defensemen over the board. I think that's really good. Again, I think Jonesy and Rudy have played well also, but we're down to the point in the stretch here where we're putting the lineup in there for that night. I think that the D have played well. I think they've done a good job. I think the pairs were good last game.
Is it important to sort of have that information going into the playoffs? So if you want to make a switch within a series?
I think we're looking at. I think we had a long, we had a long stretch of things the same, and so we've also had with injury. There's been other pairs that have been put together, and you get a look at that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
All right.
Panarin, team MVP, I guess. Can you just say some more words about what this guy's
Yeah,
done for you?
he's had a fantastic year. You know, he competes every night. He's been a game changer and a difference maker in the biggest way for our team. And he's gotten help. You know, it's not just him, but you know, he's the one who's had a real phenomenal year. It's the support of the team, I think, behind it, the other players, especially his line mates, but you know, his year has been outstanding. To me, that's well deserved.
You think he's a guy who should merit some Hart Trophy conversation as well?
I do. I think you know, the season he has put him with the elite players in the league. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.